Why does it hurt so bad? So bad to lose something I never had. Never had. Are you a memory? Lucid dream? Pinch me. Will you come back? Will you come back? Deja vu strings me along.
It's been a couple of days since we officially canceled our wedding and sent out the note to all of our guests. And now we're feeling a lot better about what happened. I mean, everything happens for a reason. That's my motto. So we're just taking it day by day and hoping that the whole date that we have on another date, we can hopefully have it on that day. And if not, then we'll find another solution. So I just want you guys to know that what you see next is just an unfolding of how things happened and the mental trauma and breakdown that I personally went through, and never thought I would be the person who would go through this kind of thing, but it has been tough. But just a reminder that things turn around, and I've gotten so many positive and encouraging messages from my followers, so thank you so much for that. And this is something that everyone has been telling me, and I never really fully, you know, took it to heart. But when the day eventually does come, it's going to be the best day ever, celebrating. So happy thoughts, everyone. Happy thoughts.
So this pretty much sums up my life for the past few weeks, talking to my wedding venue and all the other vendors associated with my wedding, and just becoming distraught with every single thing that has been happening. And there was no one to blame. There's too much uncertainty, so I think that's what made it harder for everyone involved in this. I truly wanted my wedding to be a happy celebration for everyone coming from around the world, and never a place that felt like a burden. This was not a time to feel selfish. I had to think about every single one of my guests coming into town, communicating with them with their travel plans, and making sure everything was in place. This was all about making difficult decisions in a very unprecedented and difficult time, and I followed my gut and did what I believed was the best and right decision. The next day, I decided to send out a note to all of my guests.
I just officially canceled my wedding in July, and it's just so tough because you just get text messages on a daily basis from your friends and family, and of course I get it, they're worried, and I totally get it. If I was on the other side, I would be doing the same because they're worried about coming, they have to book their flights and all of that. But from my perspective, when I get daily text messages from people asking about my wedding, not to really congratulate me, but more because they now see my wedding as a burden, I feel so bad for all of them. It just wears you down because now it's to the point where like your wedding is just a burden on everyone else, and it's not something that can be celebrated anymore. So you just don't really want to be like bringing that burden on anyone else, and truly is a really hard time and a sad time to be a bride right now. This is tough. But I just felt so alone and lonely throughout the process because it's just you. It's just you. And everything is just so uncertain. Yes, of course, we have loving friends and family, but at the end of the day, even if you stick to your wedding date in July and you think things are going to be better, because everyone around me says, oh, things should be fine by July, things should be fine, we'll definitely come to your wedding. But you know what, honestly, it probably won't. And then things hit in July and you can't have your wedding anymore. It's not their problem, it's all my problem, because I just have to cancel the wedding. I have to put all the burden down. So I can't rely on anyone to make a decision. It's purely my own decision. And even in a situation like this, it just, I don't know what to do. I really don't. Do I keep it to this year and just have a really small wedding and just have it be like a really sad, burdensome wedding and just get it over with? Or do I push it to next year where there's even more uncertainty because COVID-19 might come back? Then if it does, then I'll just truly never have a wedding. And do I just take that as a sign and be like, okay, that just means I should just not ever get married, right? And I feel like I've just been doing so much work preparing for this, and everything is just falling through the cracks. Like, I had to, first when I had to cancel my bridal shower and my bachelor party, I was like, okay, that's fine, I'll just have one without it. It's a special situation. Now it's to the point where like I can't even have a wedding. So I don't know, this is just first world problems. I know there's so many more people suffering from out there and stuff. I just want some cake and ice cream. I'm just using this Rafa so that I don't be puffy as much. To all the brides out there, I feel your pain. I hope you're doing better than I am. And I never thought this would happen to me either. And I never thought I would be the one crying over a wedding like this. But when daily events like this just keep hitting at you, at one point you just break. And I just feel like today it was that breaking point for me.
Beyonce brought these treats over. This is my favorite cake. You got it right. Yay! This would have been my wedding cake if I had a wedding too. Hey, so let me just eat this because wedding day doesn't exist anymore.
Hits the spot. It's funny how food can just uplift your mood at once. Earlier today I felt like the world was collapsing in. I watched some Korean drama, didn't do work, wasn't really on social media because that just made me feel worse. And then now I have cake, so instantly I feel a lot better. Trying to be grateful in the moment, because I'm sure there were other brides who didn't even get to have any of their weddings, couldn't find a different date. So we're gonna get through this, have some more cake, and if I do have a wedding, I'm gonna make this strawberry shortcake my wedding cake.
Then we decided to make our favorite curry as some comfort food and make ourselves feel better. I'm just cutting up some of my vegetables while watching Crash Landing on You. Just something about watching Korean dramas just makes me feel at ease. I still don't know how to perfect this recipe, so my fiance is the master chef here and I'm the sous chef. He put me on the stirring duty and just told me to stir, stir, stir. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. Now he comes back. Ava, did you mess anything up now? Okay, never mind. Let me just take over now. This is basically us. He cooks and I just stand next to him staring and taking pictures of it. The curry is ready and if only you guys can smell this. curry was delicious. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I know this video had a lot of tears in it, but I promise you I am happy now. I'm adjusting and everything is going to be fine.